What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And today we're going to be reacting to my 2021 AFL season predictions. My ladder predictions, I did the same thing last year where I reacted to my 2020 ladder predictions, and the video did quite well, so I thought it'd only be fitting to do this again. So obviously I'm most likely going to look back at some of my shocking calls. So essentially what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be giving myself a bit of a score at the end of the video. So let's just say I predicted the Bombers to finish 15th in this video, and obviously they finished 8th. That's a score of 7, and obviously the higher the score, the worse for me, and the lower the score, the better off. We'll see how many times I get an exact prediction as well in this video. And in 2020 I got a score of 46, so I was off by an average of 2.5, I think, in terms of ladder prediction. If I can get better than 46, that's going to be the goal for this video. Let's give it a watch. Let's see how we get. So 18th, I'm pretty sure it was North Melbourne. There we go. Yeah, that's a start. That's a good start. I'm sure a lot of people probably predicted the same, team to finish 18th. They had a shocking finish to the last year, so it made sense that a lot of people predicted North to finish last on the ladder, but you still take it, so I don't have to give myself any points. I'm on 0. 17th Adelaide. Oh, alright. Collingwood finished 17th. The Crows ended up finishing 15th, so I'm 2 off. Not a terrible prediction there. Alrighty, 16th. Who have we got? I bet you it's Essendon. I bet you I predict Essendon. I told you. Everyone predicted Essendon to do terrible this year, and they've defied all the odds to finish 8th. So I was off by 8 positions. I predicted them to finish 16th. To be fair, though, a lot of others predicted them to have a bottom 4 season. We just didn't see anything from the Bombers last year. They had a shocking end to the season. They started all right. We just saw nothing of them. I thought, nah, the Bombers are going to do crap. But that's now 10 points that I've got. Let's just quickly see what the reason for it was. Well, that might have been the case last year, but I can tell you for a fact they've got a game plan this year. We can all agree that the Bombers are probably one of the most exciting teams to watch this season, and I reckon they'll do even better next year, to be completely honest with you. They've got a great young talent, so yeah, poor call there. Who did I pick to finish 15th? Hawthorn. Not terrible. If they didn't have the run that they did late into the season, the Hawks potentially could have actually finished 15th. They ended up finishing 14th because they just went on a spree of winning. Number 14th, I've got a team that will slightly improve, I reckon, and that's the Sydney Swans now. They did improve, but they improved a little bit more than slightly. They massively improved. They finished, they finished 6th on the ladder, and where did they finish last year? Real quick, they finished 16th. So I did put them up a bit, but they bumped up 10 spots on the ladder, and I predicted them to finish 14th. They finished 6th. So in hindsight, a pretty shit call, but not too many people I would have predicted to have the Swans anywhere near the top 8. So yeah, if you predicted the Swans to finish in the 8 this season, you've got some sort of mastermind ability. But I can't be too disappointed with this prediction, although it's still pretty poor. Now 13th, the Suns. Now I did say this is the year that they finally start to show their talent. To be fair, they had good games against the Swans, the Tigers, and they showed a bit, but overall they had another rubbish year. The most 50+ point losses of any team this season. I don't know. The Suns finishing 16th. I predicted them to finish 13th, so again that is incorrect off 3. Another shocking call. The Giants. No, I mean, again, lots of people probably would have been predicting the Giants to finish around a similar position. I didn't see him making the finals after that season they had in 2020. Oh no, Collingwood. Oh, I did predict them to slide right, but they did a lot worse than what everyone was predicting. Like everyone was saying, oh, they'd have a crap year after their trade period. I didn't think they'd have a shocking year. I knew they would fall. I just didn't see that their list was anything special, but obviously they had a rubbish year. 17th. Again, that's 6 positions off. Alright, who did I predict to finish 10th? There we go. You know what? Where did they finish, the Dockers? 11th. Finally, some decent predictions. I'll take that. 9th. Carlton. At least I didn't predict them to make finals. If I'm going to be completely honest, at least I didn't do what Tanush would do and predict them to make finals. They finished 13th. So honestly, quite an average prediction. But the Blues had it absolutely atrocious here. Like, let's be real. Oh no. Oh no. Now again, another prediction that you can't really blame me for this one, because who would have predicted the D's to finish first? No one. Like, not even the most optimistic of D supporters would have even had them near the top 4, let alone first. So, if anything, I'm almost glad I actually put him in the 8. The thing is, it's not even my worst prediction yet. Far from it, I would say. Come on, 7th.
I've got the West Coast Eagles. Now, I do feel like
West Coast. They finished 9th. Not an atrocious prediction. It's one of my better ones, if I'm going to be completely honest. Like, the 2 Western Australian predictions with Freo and West Coast have actually been not too bad. Alright, in 6th position, who do I have? The Dogs. The Western Bulldogs. They ended up finishing 5th. When you put it that way, it's not too bad. I had them 6th, they finished 5th. It doesn't really feel like I was this close, because the Dogs have been that good of a team all year, and obviously making the grand final. They really should have made the top 4. So, in hindsight, not the worst prediction, but I definitely didn't see him making the grand final from the position that they were in. Fucking hell, my bias. I know a lot of people would have predicted the same, you know, sort of similar position for the Saints after a great 2020, but unfortunately, they finished 10th. So, it could have been worse from where they were after the Adelaide game. It could have been much worse than 10th, but again, 5 places off, not a great call. And I'm hoping that we can potentially jump back up next year and finish 5th, but not looking likely. So top 4 now. Who did I predict 4th? Port Adelaide. They finished 2nd, I think. It's very surprising that they ended up finishing 2nd after, you know, where they were at one stage in the ladder. So, you know what? They did alright. 2nd. I predicted them 4th. Not the worst prediction. An alright one. Some that a lot probably would have got similar. Alright, and I think 3rd is not a great one. Mate, they, let me just quickly see where they finished this year. They finished 12th. 12th. I think this might be the worst of the lot in terms of ladder placements. Yeah, I think so. Richmond, that's 9 positions away. And Sydney and Essendon were 8. So I'm now 64 ladder positions off. And I've only gotten 1 correct, and that was the first one. Not too bad. Only 1 position off. They finished 3rd. They could have finished 1st, I think, if they won that last game against the D. So, you know, I'll take that. Not too bad. Last, I'm pretty sure, the Brisbane Lions. Yeah. Brisbane Lions, they finished 4th, and they were very lucky to make the top 4 in the end. So, you know what? Not the worst call, but I don't really know why I thought they were going to finish first. So, 68 divided by 18. I was on average almost 4 ladder positions off. So on average, every position that I had in this ladder, I was the team that I predicted finished 4 positions off what I predicted, which is pretty shocking. But let's quickly go over the awards now to see how poor I went with those, because I'm almost certain I didn't get a single one correct. So the Brownlow, Jack Steele, 31 votes. The fact that I predicted 31 votes is the highest vote getter, that's almost the biggest shock out of this prediction. The fact that 4 players finished above 30 votes in the Brownlow this year, obviously a record. Obviously, Wines won the Brownlow. Steele could have won the Brownlow, but they just didn't give him enough votes. I think he finished 5th overall. So not the worst prediction, to be fair. He did have a really good season. And Coleman, I went for Josh Kennedy. Now that is poor. Let's just quickly have a look. How many goals did Josh Kennedy score? I don't even think he scored 30. If we have a look at how many goals he scored in 2021, he only played the 18 games. He kicked 41 goals. Okay, not as bad as I thought he played, actually. That's not the worst prediction after reading that. I'm pretty sure the Coleman medal winner only had 58 goals. Rising star. Yeah, it's Matt Rao, I bet you. I'm sorry, but where did he finish in the Rising Star rank? I don't even think he finished in the top 10. Obviously, it was Luke Jackson who won the Rising Star this year. And when he got back from his injury, he just wasn't the player that he was last year. Alright, these were the qualifying finals. Well, that didn't happen. Geelong v Richmond. That didn't happen. St Kilda v Melbourne. That didn't happen. That definitely didn't happen. Melbourne did make the finals, but St Kilda definitely didn't make it. Bulldogs v West Coast. Did I get a single final game correct? No. No. Almost. That's were the closest of the lot. But no. No. And no. My, Norm Smith and Flag with the Lions. The D's won it. So, all I can really say out of that is that was pretty bad. After the first prediction, all the other ones were horrible. I got North Melbourne correct, which, let's be real, most people would have gotten that one correct. And ever since then, I got pretty much every prediction incorrect. The worst one would have to be either the Richmond one, the Essendon one, or the Sydney one. That just goes to show how the season has been so unpredictable. So many teams finishing in positions that no one would have expected them to finish at the start of the year. And that is why my predictions for this year were so poor. I do appreciate everyone for watching the video. Drop down video ideas you want me to do over the off season as we are entering the off season. But I do appreciate everyone for watching, and we will see you guys soon in my next one.